game started. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So UCF's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
The Knights moving quickly to the line. Off play action. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's high. He makes the connection. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the slant. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. He'll do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. No huddle offense to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. On target. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the air on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They were trying to set up the screen, and they almost threw the thing away. They're lucky it's third down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Lets it fly. Got a wide open receiver. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Knights in the hurry up.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Knights will keep this drive going.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Knights want to move quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And that's a very productive 1st down play. Second and 3. Tempo and overdrive. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He's going to run it. Just what they were looking for to get. Rolling there out to the 35.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Brees, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the ground, he's got it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Knights are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's high. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
3:25.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the grab down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And a sensational return, and they finally stop it.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bears!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking for a man. It's high. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Bears racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Off he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Stanton. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Stanton. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Pulls it, fired complete. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on the first down.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They move the tight end all over. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defense a...
Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Knights headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's high. Good timing on the quick out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Hands it off. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab on the right. And a pickup of better than 30. On that completion before the defense brings him down. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
At the 30. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
The Bears are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the...
Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Game of the day, guys. Arguably the game of the season, and we've got an update. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 27 to Clemson. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? All wideouts, no backs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! The 18 unit on the field.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In in all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to move the chains. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Dropping back, it's high. It's complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Going up top. Into traffic, it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Using the quick game. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try the middle. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 25. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the